So why didn't you go to the gym today? And what kind of excuse do you have to eat one whole chocolate bar by yourself? And if you're gonna eat the way that you're eating, you're never gonna lose weight. The way that you're acting, everyone is gonna think that you're stupid. So whoa, hold back for a second. I think we've all been there. I think we have all been there, that this is the way that we are talking to ourselves sometimes. We have all been there, that in our mind, our stories, our ego has been telling us that we're not good enough, that we're not beautiful enough, that we haven't achieved this and this thing what we wanted to do. And because of that, we cannot feel confident. But here's the thing, in this video today, I want to explain you on how to be your own best friend. Because you would never talk in this kind of way to your best friend. You would never judge your best friend for not going to the gym because she didn't feel like it. You would never judge your best friend because your best friend ate a whole chocolate bar. You still love your best friend, no matter if they don't go to the gym, if they go to the gym, if they eat 2 portions of food, if they eat chocolate or whatsoever. And this is the way that we also have to treat ourselves. We have to treat ourselves with the same kindness and respect and compassion, just like we treat any loved ones around us. Hey everyone, my name is Marie-Josephine and I help women to step back into their radiant feminine and to finally say goodbye to stress and overwhelm so that they can finally feel more joy, ease and also bliss in your life. If this sounds like you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos. But now, let's get started. Just like I said before, we all have been there, not talking nicely to ourselves and not treating us in a nice way. But the thing is that each time when we're doing that, it takes away a little bit of our self-confidence. It takes a little bit away how we could actually feel if we would look at ourselves with kind and loving eyes. And that's why today I want to share 5 super easy ways on how to become your best friend right now. And you know what? The most important person that you are going to talk to in your whole life, guess who it is? It is you. So the first thing is talk kind to yourself. I've just said it before, there's so many times in our mind we are really not kind to ourselves. We judge ourselves, we beat ourselves up. But would you actually say all of these things that you're telling yourself to a friend or to a loved one? I don't think so. So try to start controlling your mind and controlling your thoughts each day a little bit more. And we have more than 80,000 thoughts each day. So I know that at the beginning this can be very, very hard to trying to control them. But it's a process, and each time when you notice that you are trying to judge yourself, that you are trying to not be kind to yourself, I am inviting you to just stop, to pause, to take a deep breath, and then to see how you can talk to yourself in a different kind of way. Maybe at the beginning it's not going to be the most loving way. Maybe you're not going to say like, yes, I love you, no worries that you ate a chocolate. Maybe at the beginning it's just about accepting, okay, I ate the chocolate. That's okay, instead of beating yourself up. And then slowly you will see how this process is going to change into more loving thoughts about yourself. I'm sorry to break the truth to you, but I guess you already know. There is never going to be a flawless you. And this is the amazing thing. We are so caught up about trying to be some kind of perfect, whatever this perfection is coming from or whatever this perfection looks like. But realizing that none of us is actually perfect or whatsoever is a big game changer. So that means be compassionate about yourself no matter what you do. Self-love, self-confidence and being your best friend is constantly about saying yes to yourself and accepting the way you are. That doesn't mean that you can't change, or that doesn't mean that you cannot go to the gym because you want to become more healthy. But it means constantly being compassionate with yourself. And yes, you can be fantastic and flawless at the same time. So the next time you do something where you feel like, oh, maybe I should have not done that, try to be compassionate with yourself. Try thinking, why did I eat the whole chocolate bar right now? Because maybe you have forbidden yourself to eat before that. Maybe you had a lot of stress. Maybe there were some other kind of reasons. So what would you tell your best friend? And try to put the same kind of understanding for yourself. And then you realize that your flaws, that they're actually amazing and that they belong to you as much as your strengths do. So be compassionate and loving with yourself. And this is one of my biggest recommendations, is being loving and compassionate with yourself means also giving you a hug sometimes. Just being like, I'm doing really, really, really great. And here I'm already coming to the next point, and that is celebrate yourself. Whenever your best friend or loved one is getting a promotion or maybe had a great date or whatsoever, what do? You celebrate your best friend. So why are you not doing the same thing to yourself? So this is your sign now to go and celebrate yourself. And I don't mean go out and get drunk. I mean to really see what is something that you have already achieved. Because so often we focus on the things that we still want to do that seem so far away, that we never look at the things that we have already achieved, that they're already here in our life. So maybe you got this amazing promotion, or maybe your boss gave you a super huge compliment that you were really proud of. It can be anything, but start celebrating yourself just like you celebrate other people. And the beautiful thing is that once we recognize this beauty, this fantasticness in ourselves, when we celebrate ourselves, the celebration is gonna come back from the outside as well, I promise you. You know what I love the most about being a woman? That we as women are constantly changing. Just as the moon is changing, so are we. So that means start accepting your emotions and start to accept that your emotions are also changing. What does it exactly mean? It means that throughout the whole month, you will never feel the same. There are some kind of days where you feel very, very sensitive to a lot of things. And there might be some other days where you feel a lot of joy, and whenever someone is criticizing you, it doesn't really hit you that hard. So if you want to become your best friend, it's also about understanding your own emotions. It's about understanding that you're constantly changing. That maybe before your period, you might be a little bit more sensitive. You might be more sensitive to what people are saying about you, how you look like, how your body is changing. And that is okay. If your best friend is a little bit more sensitive before her period or whenever throughout the month, you're not going to criticize her for it, are you? You're just going to be understanding. So that also means allowing yourself to rest, to relax. And if you feel like if you don't feel like hitting the gym super hard and pushing these weights, then don't. Allow yourself some rest. Maybe try to ask yourself, if I would be my best friend, if I would love myself 100%, what would I do? Maybe I would go out for a walk, maybe I would do a little Pilates session, I would do some stretching, whatever it is. But try to be compassionate with your emotions in the way that they are changing. And the last thing is, and this might be a little bit controversial, stop being an independent boss babe. I know you can do everything by yourself. I know you're a super strong woman, but guess what? Having a support system is fucking sexy. And knowing that you can reach out to other people is very, very helpful whenever you feel down or whenever you're not feeling good. Because if your best friend is gonna tell you she has a lot of things on her plate because she wants to get this promotion, so she has to work her ass off, she has to take care of the kids and so many other things, what are you gonna tell her? You're probably gonna ask her, is there any kind of way that I can support you? Try to drop this, I have to do everything by myself, and start actually asking for help. And it is okay to ask for help. We are human beings. We need social connection. As much as technology is doing for us right now, at the end of the day, we are always going to crave for human connection. And that is okay, because you can be independent, you can do things for yourself and by yourself. And at the same time, you can also have this longing and this wanting that there's other people out there that want to support you. And for the following week, I would love to invite you to choose one of these points and to see how you can implement it into your daily life. How can you start being compassionate with yourself? How can you start talking nicely to yourself? How can you start accepting help and support around you? How can you celebrate yourself and your beautiful body and everything around you? And how can you learn to accept and flow with your emotions even more? You are absolutely beautiful and you rock. Please don't ever forget that. And please offer yourself the same kindness, compassion, and love that you are also offering to other people. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a beautiful week, loved one. Bye.